Welcome to La Fortuna, a small town in Costa Rica where we're staying in a converted container house that sounded like gravel in a cement mixer all night. But if you have no clue how we got here, then you need to skip back a track to part 1, because we've already gotten our feet dirty and it was now time to go and look at an active volcano. From a respectable distance, of course.
Rained a lot last night, very heavily. It is we're bordering a rainforest here. We'll be here till Tuesday. We're going for a hike now, so I'll see you on the trail.
La Fortuna sits at the foot of Arenal volcano that's been in a dormant state since 2010, and with guided hikes on the volcano itself costing an arm and a leg, we decided to try something a little less Frodo on Mount Doom with a hike through a nature reserve instead. Mirador El Silencio. It has amazing primary growth rainforest, access to the 1968 lava flow, and it's also dirt cheap. But what sold us were the views of the volcano and marked trails with no need for guides, meaning we could go at whatever pace we liked.
Oh, here.
You have to unlock it.
Really?
Yeah.
So a park and go for a hike.
The guides at the front gate were, like everyone else here so far, extremely friendly and helpful.
Welcome to the jungle. I'm going to strap you to my bag.
What wasn't quite as helpful was the trail map they gave us, which we quickly discovered had a very loose relationship with things like scale and topography. But frankly, it didn't matter much. The trails were obviously marked, and the rainforest off-trail was so dense with biology that it felt difficult to get lost. Speaking of biology, just about everything this reserve is famous for reserving was a no-show. No birds, no monkeys, and even the sloths seemed to have scarpered. But it wasn't long until we got to one of the famous Arenal lookouts, only to discover that the volcano was also missing.
I think that's where we go. I see a hiker over there. Oh, that's breathtaking though, look at that. Whew.
So we consoled ourselves with the fact that at least it wasn't raining, and pressed on.
So the rain has started, and it's a rainforest as you expect, and it's a bit damp. We're probably going to be in this until we get under, but we're going to go to the lava trail, so we're going to see some volcano, because the volcano's up there. This is one of the car parks, but we've already walked from down there. It's not an extinct volcano then, that's 968. I don't think it's going to stop.
No, I think it's starting to slow down now.
Alright.
A few minutes down the trail, we encountered something that would be a reoccurring theme on this journey. Stairs. Tall, steep, puff your cheeks out stairs. But the other reoccurrence was the feeling it was always worth it, because in Costa Rica, stairs often lead to the spectacular. Atop the lava pile, we marvelled at the sheer volume of rock that had come from the invisible cone masked in cloud, but nevertheless looming up above. And the story of 1968 makes for grim reading. On the 29th of July that year, Arenal volcano violently erupted for several days after being dormant for centuries, burying 3 small villages and covering an area of 15 square kilometres under tons of lava, rock and ash, killing 87 people in the process. Further eruptions followed in 75, 96, 98, and its last eruption was reported in October 2010. I've watched more than enough documentaries on the topic to know that this lady is far from sleeping, and we're standing on pretty fresh evidence of that fact, geologically speaking.
Oh, there's the lake's opening up. The wind's blowing all the clouds away. Look at the colour.
But despite the gloom of the scene in front of us, life is reclaiming the bare rock. And in another 50 years, this view will likely be unrecognisable.
Oh yeah, I can see the lake from here. Just about, just the corner of it. Birds, 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 birds. You're going to see them on this. It's a flock of them, wherever they are.
It is.
Only 2 miles in an hour and a half. That's what we're trying to walk on. Back into the jungle, hot and sweaty.
Clambering down the pile of lava proved that stairs down are often more troublesome than those on the way up. But at the foot of them was a trail to a lake leading around to a second patch of rainforest and the final few kilometres back to the car park. But just when we'd given up hope of seeing the volcano itself, Mother Nature finally played ball.
That's gorgeous. Wow. I was a little bit alarmed for a second now. I thought we were smoking. I was like, quick, get the fuck out of here. I wonder if we're going to get to see the top.
I could see it yesterday. I don't know. Well.
The way back was through another stand of rainforest, but on the way down to it, we passed cleared land that stood as a stark reminder of what all rainforests were up against.
You can see the cattle trails, look, all the paths on the hill. That's all cattle.
Mankind.
Oh yeah, it's really humid here. Look at this tree. Roots, roots, roots. That's one of these roots. My God. Holy crap, this is big. It looks like it's made of clay or rock or something. Yeah, because it's these weird... Look, it's like a little catch pocket. Yeah, look at this big thick vine here, look. It hangs off the sides like a tree branch itself.
All the plants.
This second stretch of forest was even more dense than the first, and was so hot and humid that the trail was mushy and slippery, and so the going was extra slow. So slow in fact that I finally spotted something.
I think that might have been a monkey.
What's that noise?
Yeah, big thump in the leaves. Here it is, here, right here. Hey bud, come here. Look right up. See the white face?
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey buddy.
There's a couple of them.
They're talking to each other now. I mean, that's it. You have to wait to hear a big clump like that. He's scared.
Yeah.
We're scaring him. See you later, buddy.
That's why they're...
Rainforests like these are always under threat. But as I was to later discover, Costa Rica has a quite different take on the subject, and we were active participants.
Oh, hello. Yep, more leaf cars.
Oh, yeah, there are.
So glad we got to see that monkey. Several wild beasties I've not seen before in my life on this trip already. We're only 2 days in.
Oh, look at that.
Oh wow. Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what that is.
That looks like a seeded plant.
Something.
Yep. It's an enormous peak. Oh, there's quite a few of them. I see them down here now. So now it's raining properly, so we're under the cover of the jungle. We're still gonna get wet. Big heavy drops.
It turns out that rainforests in the rain are, in a word, magical. Creatures of all shapes and sizes rush to cope with the deluge, and everything feels just so alive. The rain itself is nothing more than a warm shower while walking, and isn't unpleasant at all, as long as you're not wearing mountains of clothes. We revelled in the experience. Sadly, it was over all too soon. The rain stopped and we ran out of forest. Exiting the main reserve, we bumped into yet more wildlife on our way downhill to the car park, and couldn't help reflecting on the fact that most people would never experience what we had today. Rain gets a really bad rap.
That's the trail we went on. That's where we went out. It goes back on itself. Oh, that's probably where the tree frogs
Yeah,
are.
I think so, because there's a pond there.
We could just go over there and have a look.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was thinking. So in my head, I was like, there must be water back there otherwise.
This is the end of the trail.
Yeah.
We could try and find some tree frogs, which I think are just on this little bit over here.
The tree frogs were the last no-show of our visit, but that didn't dent what was a simply amazing day full of new experiences, and we headed back to La Fortuna for our last night by the volcano.
Get anything good? So that's where we were. We'll go downtown.
The town centre is almost always a cacophony of traffic noise, accents from all over the world, and the shops and vendors trying to lure them in.
We're about downtown. It's the major bank. It's the square. The roads are fun because there's no stop signs and there's no stop lights, and everyone just kind of goes in a free-for-all melee.
Everything has a sort of manic ski resort vibe, but instead of snow, ecotourism is the draw.
La Fortuna. Church. And the town's what, about maybe 15 blocks long? But that way goes all the way out, and then the road we're on actually goes all the way up into the hills as well. There's like 3 roads in and 3 roads out. It's a lot of adventure sports and ecotourism. It's better than coal mining.
We had free coffee and snacks.
Wow.
Despite a few early brushes with tourist trap restaurants that didn't quite match up to menu image expectations,
The volcano's over there actually, you just can't see it.
we loved our time in La Fortuna, but couldn't afford to stay out late because tomorrow was an early start and leg 3 of our journey further east.
Oh yeah, that is where.
I think that is. I think that's him. Can't see it, but much from this camera angle. But
Yeah, I think so too.
And this part is all about rainforest.
so I'm going to put this camera away and switch cameras because I don't want to use both my hands. Oh shit, that's long. God, if my mum could see me now, she'd be shitting her pants. I mean, seriously. Oh my God, that finger's flexed.
Thank you for watching part 2. Damn, you've been watching me for 30 minutes now. And if you want to encourage me to carry on, please like, share and subscribe to this channel so I can build my own audience and carry on sharing my stories with you all. Because if enough of you do that, I can quit the freelance life and take you all fully down the rabbit hole. And like the dark side, we have cookies.